Once again, everybody, sorry about the technical difficulties. It's a madhouse over here, but we're back. Gavels took the first set. Colton Demand serving. All tied up at 2. Back set. One-handed dig off of Fathers. Another chance for Regan. Fathers and buries that thing. Oh no, they call it a double contact. What a heartbreaker for the Gavels, ready to explode on that play. And they get it back. Demand serve into the net. To the middle, that's a big swing from number 13, Tommy Lyon. Haven't seen too much action from Tommy Lyon this season, but clearly is still here, still ready to play. Tucker Lineweber going down the line, he's dug. They're bringing it back. Another chance for Lineweber. Cross court this time, and doesn't make a mistake. Fathers into the net. Double sub coming in for the Smashing Gavels. Maddox Greaves and Jacob Van Giel coming into the back and front row, respectively. Mac McNichol. Nice pass from Sally. Lineweber out of right side. Hard swing that time. Off the block and out the back. Tied up at 5 here early in the second set. I guess a third of the way through the second set. Lineweber now will serve. First pick in the draft for the Smashing Gavels. Nice swing, back door, Liam Coop. Hitting a cross-court shot in the line aisle. Really nice kill there from the Calgary Dino. Low set to Connor Freilich. Tips it and will find the line that time. Beating the defense of McNichol down the line. Jordan Lance contesting 2 Timberjacks going up to get that ball. Tips it where there are no bodies. Timberjacks take a 1-point lead. Excuse me, Gavels. 1-point lead. McKill from the right side. Mac McNichol. Back and forth the teams go. Oh, nice run, Maddox Greaves. It's showtime here, setting up Connor Freilich. Back in comes the double sub and the serve of Jackson Brennan. And it hits his hand in a weird way. Side spin. Carrying it off into the breeze. Jackson Maris, hard serve, but Sally handles it. And something must be going around the Gavels bench. And Father's caught something. Finds his own side spin. And rest assured, he will not make that mistake again. Well, he wants another crack at it. Tight pass, Lyon, dug by Freilich on the party ball. And Freilich swings, rolls. Demand is dug by Sally with one hand. Still good, McNichol, dug by Freilich. Into the net, and the JVC Timberjacks come out on top. But some inspired defense there from both teams. None more so than Connor Freilich, who wore the Libero's jersey for the first half of this season, but now is getting a chance to show off what he can do on offense. And once again, very sorry about the technical difficulties, but that first set ended up in a Gavels victory. At this time, I would like to shout out our sponsors quickly. We've got Kano providing us with these amazing jerseys. Timbertown, sponsor of the Timberjacks, and Smoke and Fusion, our three main sponsors there. Thank you so much. And our title sponsor here at the semifinals tonight, Wild Horse Saloon here in Calgary. Once again, thanks so much for your support, and thank all of you for watching, for bearing with us here, and taking some time out of your evening to enjoy some high-level volleyball here out west. If you guys aren't aware, the winners of the Toronto and Calgary Premier Leagues will be playing in the first ever Canada Cup to be held on July 19th and 20th at Nate's in Edmonton. It's going to be a great time, bit of bragging rights for the Canadian volleyball communities of East and West. It's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm really looking forward to it. So we're getting back into it here. Jackson Maris with the serve. Big one down the line. And Freilich must set it over. One blocker on Colton Demand. Nice one fist dig. Timberjacks get another shot. Right side set. That one's going to do it. McNichol, a very smart set. Excuse me. Makes good use of a very smart set from Jackson Maris. Jacks up 3. Some big serving from Jackson Maris, but goes a little too hard and steps on the end line. And Connor Freilich back to serve. He and Maris were teammates for a couple of years at the University of Calgary. Tight pass, Lineweber buries it. And just like that, the lead is back to 1. That's the strength of good serving. Maybe you don't have to get an ace, but you do have to put the other team in trouble. Back bump set to Colton. Got a piece of the block on his way out. Not the first time he's gone after the high hands of Jordan Lance. Come out successful. He'll go back to serve this time. Whoa, that's a serve. Tight one. Tommy Lyon. What a dig from Freilich. Oh, no. What a shame. What a shame. All you can do is laugh it off. Good serve, and it's still coming over. Right side, nice block. Primrose sets up McNichol. What a save from Fathers. Back row, it's Colton Demand, and he misses. The defense of the Gavels pays off there. Man, getting the most unlikely digs, keeping themselves alive here in set 2. To the middle, and Tommy Lyon buries that one. Passes off. Freilich brings it back. Fathers is going to swing. Still up and coming over. Maris almost swung from the ground there. Off the block of Mitch Higgins and back in. Timberjacks take set number 2, 15-11. Good response by the third-seeded Timberjacks. We are all tied up at 1. We'll see you in the third set. Timberjacks keep it alive off the roof and send it back over. Right side, Fathers has to slow it down, and the standing roll is a friend to no man. At least that was what I was always taught. Drop shot roll from Maris. Out of the back row, Lineweber is stopped. Freilich now sent back. Great blocking from the Timberjacks right now. Fathers uses the block and gets a point. down the line. Great response there from Regan Fathers. That serve from Colton DeMann is too much to handle that time for Matt Sally. Serving of the Timberjacks, namely DeMann and Maris, really put in a lot of work for the Jacks last set. And of course, as I say that, into the net. You guys didn't see it on the stream, but that hit was 10 bricks up on the side wall. Mac McNichol caught some of that float serve bug on offense. 3-all. And Liam Coop finds some room down the line. Run to Jordan Lance. That's a little bit too low, and he's drifting too far to his left to make it work. Tommy Lyons going to go back to the serve once again. And Coop goes up to seal up the triple block, but isn't quite sealed. You can see his left hand not pressed in far enough there, not penetrating into that cross court. So Connor Freilich says, thank you for the target, and gets a kill off the block. Maris sets up Mitch Higgins. Tips it down and scores one for the Jacks. Lineweber off the defense of Matt Primrose and into the wall. Point for the Gavels, down 1 point here. Slower start to this set for them, but still only down by 1 point. And we got Regan Fathers into the net that time. Lineweber hitting a transition swing, roll shot. DeMann tips it. Nice tip back by Godi Gibi. DeMann, nice slow down once again. Right side set, Lineweber. And it's a Timberjack blocker on the net. They're looking at each other trying to figure out who it was. They don't think it was anybody. And they are still up 1 point, but great defense, especially on the block from the Smashing Gavels in that rally. Higgins going down the line. Oh, high set to the middle. Tough shot for GB to hit there. Tough set, rather. Greaves setting that one sideways from his knees. And an ace serve. And Liam Coop with the floater. Bringing his team to 10 points. Excuse me, that's not Liam, that's Mitch Higgins, number 10. Up to 10 points, and the Timberjacks up by 4 in set number 3. A crucial set in any best-of-5 contest. You may notice conspicuously missing from the lineup of the Smashing Gavels is standout middle Taylor Arnett. Not on the roster tonight. So stepping in for him, we've got Gody GB, middle for the Mount Royal Cougars. And as we just saw in that last play, or a couple of plays rather, he's got terrific length. Go up there, and if he presses hard, there's not too many things he can block. Excuse me, not too many things he can't block. I'm sorry, guys. My train of thought just... Yeah, no. Getting back into it here. Mitch Higgins. We'll see if he can get an ace coming after the timeout as well as before. Hard serve. Going for it. 3 blockers ready to put it back. And they do get it to go. Off the block coverage. A 5-point lead for the Timberjacks. Oh, and he's going for the ace again. Denied that time. The middle run, nice dig from Greaves. Center dump, another dig from Greaves. Freilich is dug by Coop. Demand swings right into the waiting arms of Jordan Lance. Big point right there for the Gavels. Right side, McNichol, another block. This time it's Jacob Van Giel on the left side for the Gavels. Wow, big time play there from Colton Demand. High swing over the block and into the court. That is hard to stop. What a serve, Jackson Maris. He wants to get it done by himself. Maris and actually Maddox Greaves in the gray jersey over there. Both of them have kind of a short approach but really explosive spin serve. If they get on a roll, it is a sight to behold. serve from Brennan. And into the middle. Tommy Lyon is blocked. Right side. Demand tips it. Fathers is there for the dig. Inside to Freilich, who's got to roll it over. Primrose sets up Demand. He rolls it down the line, but it's out. Point for the smashing Gavels. Good serving and defense paying off for Vogel that time. Mac McNichol is dug on a one-on-one. And Demand finishes the party ball cross court. Low right side set, kept alive. Tommy Lyon sets up McNichol, who saves that somehow. Tight one, kept alive here by Brennan. Outside to Fathers, tipped with the left hand. Still going. Fathers swings again with the left hand. McNichol, roll shot, has to be. Brennan, right side set to Freilich. Another dig, it's Maris. Liam Coop with the roll shot. Out of the back row, Lineweber still going. Demand swings. Timberjacks take that set. What an end to the rally. Gritty back and forth. That's what we signed up for. That's the kind of volleyball we can expect. Such a treat to watch there. So the Timberjacks up 2-1, heading into the fourth.
As soon as the related set 3 is finished,
we will be right back. Thanks for sticking with us so far.
We're doing these away right now. If you don't play heads or tails, you gotta stand up and put your hands on your heads or hands on your tails. Anybody who wants to play, stand up right now. It's an easy game. Jay's gonna toss the coins. And then we're gonna go. I got one of you. If you guys want to stand up, put your knees away right now while we're saluting. You have to stand up if you want to win. If you want to win the great tickets.
Fathers going for something special down the line. And it will be a Gavels point due to a JVC Timberjack on the net. We'll take that. If you're taking stats, you might as well, give it a kill for good measure.
Here we go. Hands on the head or hands on the tail. Make this place. It is tails. Who's left? Okay.
McNichol, dug cross court by Sally. Timberjacks in transition. McNichol again, and a big block. It's Jordan Lance one more time. Big serve from Demand. Lineweber passes. Lance swings right into the block. Still alive. Fathers down the line one more time and misses. Timberjacks pick up their third point. A couple of times now Regan Fathers has been going for those line shots. Hasn't quite found his groove yet. Nice pass from Sally. Lineweber. Swinging high, looking for touches. He won't get it. So close. Another big serve. Lineweber with another pass. He'll get it. High set. And Liam Coop going up on an aggressive inside set, or an aggressive swing on an inside set, rather. Really respect that. But he misses the court. Lance serving deep to the middle. Nice touch from from Greaves, but man, that cut shot, crossbody from Tommy Lyon out of the middle, that is really a favorite of his and something that works and works and works. The Gavels do seem prepared for it though. Not the first dig they've gotten, not the first block they've gotten on it. Fathers does not miss the court that time. Big swing from the Aussie. Primrose with a nice pass on that spin serve. McNichol, Doug, still alive, a couple of one-handed contacts. And almost brought back over. But it's going to be a Gavels point. A couple of one-handed contacts keeping that one alive. And the swing of Lineweber going right through the uprights of the block. Score all tied up at 5. Nice serve there from Fathers. McNichol, cross court. That is a great swing from number 11. We saw a ton of him in action last season on the right side, and that just looked great. That's a high swing through the upper seam of the block. That's another hard swing, this time from Tucker Lineweber. Repays the favor. Oh, what a set from Maris, and the swing's over! Point for the Timberjacks. Misplay there from the Gavels. I do wonder if they thought there was no touch on the block off that middle hit. But the Timberjacks catch a lucky break there and pick up a slim 1-point edge. set. Greaves setting it from his knees, trying to get a quick outside run up to Connor Freilich, but it's too low. So the Timberjacks halfway through this fourth set, up by 2. Up by 3. And they're looking good so far. It's going to take a real mental shift from the Gavels to break out of this funk here and come back. And it may start with this timeout. Coach Vinny has some words for his boys, and we'll see how they respond when we come back from the timeout.
Big shout out to Wild Horse Saloon, the ultimate stampede event.
Freilich gets a kill from the left side this time. Through the block. Much needed point out of that timeout. Left side turn libero, Matt Sally going back to serve. Serving deep, Primrose takes it. A deep swing, Mitch Higgins puts a little bit of backspin on that thing and it carries out of the court. So 1 point lead now. It's 8 serving 9. No mistake from Higgins that time. Nice big kill to position 5. Bump set to the middle. Lance swings, but nice dig there from Higgins. Tight overset. What a set! And just barely out. Smashing Gavels. Coming away with that point. What a tricky play there by Greaves. The serve of Maddox Greaves goes into the net. Timberjacks hanging on here. Although the Gavels, you can really feel that they want this. They're trying to come back. Just got to cut down on the errors, and it's all theirs to take. Bouncing off the tape. Outside to Fathers. Cut down the line. Nice shot there from Regan. Picks up a crossbody shot of his own. Primrose passes. Demand firing it through a couple of blockers and a couple of defenders. Has been kind of quiet this set, but picks up a nice kill there. Shout out to the iron hands of Matt Primrose, passing that spin serve with his hands. Big serve from Colton. Lionweber swinging through the block, gets a good bounce, and still within 1, still in striking distance. Back row. Colton tipped it, and it looked like he ran into the net before the play was dead. He tipped it pretty deep. At least that's what the Gavels are arguing. Arguing either that he stepped over the middle line or ran into the net, or both, before the ball had fallen. But the ref's decision remains. Timberjacks pick up that point, 13-11, and Tommy Lyon's going to serve. Good serve from Lyon. Nice save from Greaves. It's still up off the pancake. They're not going to whistle to play dead. And adding insult to injury, Mac McNichol off the face of Connor Freilich down the line. Gavels arguing, Timberjacks arguing 4 hits. And they get their revenge in the end. And here we are, match point. Timberjacks, the 3 seed, about to upset the Gavels. Right side, not over yet. Fathers, nice high swing there off the hand of the block and out. And he'll go back to serve. He's got a dynamite spin serve when he's feeling it. No room for error here. It's 12 serving 14. Takes a little something off of it. Right side set. McNichol kills it cross court. And the Timberjacks will take it 3-1, giving themselves a chance to repeat. And they'll face off against the Dinos in the final 2 weeks from today. It'll be a JVC Dinos final for the 2nd year in a row here in the Calgary Premier League. Tough way to go out for the Gavels. They had a great season. They just missed being the 1st seed coming into playoffs by 1 point. They had 12 points where the Dinos had 13. Tough draw there for Vogel, LLP, smashing Gavels. But the Timberjacks came to play when it mattered and took this 2nd semifinal in 4 sets. And we're going to find out who the players of the game are tonight from each of these teams.
Against the Vogel smashing Gavels, they will move on to the finals on July 17th. Player of the games tonight, as one of the opposing team, for the Gavels, voted by the Timberjacks, goes to number 12, Connor Freilich.
So Connor Freilich, veteran presence on the Gavels, picking it up, player of the game. And Jackson Maris, the setter for the Timberjacks, picking up player of the game. The reigning champs with a chance to repeat 2 weeks away. And that's going to do it here at the semifinal contest. Calgary Premier League 1 Volleyball coming at you from the St. Campus Center Gymnasium. Once again, my name is Brent Ingram. Very happy to have watched and commentated this volleyball with you. Stay tuned. In 2 weeks, we're going to see the top men's and women's teams in Calgary Premier League face off for 1 volleyball supremacy. And following that, We're going to see the top men's and women's teams from the Calgary and Toronto Premier Leagues go head-to-head at NATE, the Northern Alberta Institute of Technology in Edmonton. That's on July 19th and 20th. They're going to face off in the first ever Canada Cup for a bit of bragging rights and semi-professional volleyball supremacy. So stay tuned for that. That's going to be a real good time. I am very excited, as you should be. Once again, thanks for watching. We'll see you in 2 weeks.
Check out the hashtag.